Good morning, my beautiful humans, and welcome to episode 6 of Monday Morning Medicine with Dr. Farah. For today's topic, I wanted to focus on finding your purpose. And today's topic came about for two reasons. One, today is my younger son Brandon's 21st birthday. And I remember his birthday a few years ago. He was turning 15, and we finally made our trip to Disney World. And when we were in line, there was a very long line, so I decided to interview him. And one of the things we talked about is, what is your purpose? What is the legacy that you want to leave behind? And he said he wanted his purpose to be serving and protecting others, which is why since the day he could walk and talk, he wanted to be a police officer. The second came from a conversation, a really deep conversation I had with my good friend Brittany, and we were sitting in my car till 2 a.m. just talking about life and really discovering our purpose. And it made me think of, I was on my way to Chicago to go see Oprah. And when I was on the plane, I read a magazine article, and in the article it had a quote, and I'm paraphrasing the quote, but it said, the two most important days in a person's life is number one, the day that they were born, and two, the day they find out why they were born. So let's think about that. The day that you were born is so important because you wouldn't be here if you weren't born on that day. But the second one, the day you find out why you were born, that's your purpose. And that's what I really want you to discover. And as a school teacher for 20 years, I have a lot of students that say, well, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what my passion is. I don't know what I do with, I don't have a talent. I don't know what to do with my life. And that's not true. We all have a purpose. We all have something that we're really good at, and maybe you just haven't discovered it yet. And so I really want you to think about what your passion and your purpose is in life, and really go for it. A friend of mine took me to a book reading, and I remember the author, she had mentioned a way to really figure out what your purpose is and what your passion is and what you should be doing with your life. And she said, think of it this way. And it may seem a little grim, but she said, imagine that death is at your bed tonight, and they tell you that tomorrow is your very last day on the face of this earth. What are you going to do in those final 24 hours? For me, when I look at my life, I think the things that I would do in my 24 hours is I would definitely go to church. I would make sure that I have a pep rally, one more pep rally with all of my former and past leadership kids. I would do some volunteering, of course. I would probably have one more meeting with my angel moms. I would dance. Oh yes, I would dance on my last 24 hours. I would have lunch with all of my closest friends that have become my tribe over the years, all my mentors that have guided me along the way. I would end the day with dinner. I would end it with dinner with my family and my best friends, and just have, I'm gonna get emotional here because I'm sitting in the car with my dad. I would tell my parents, thank you for all the sacrifices that they gave me so that I could be everything that I ever wanted to be. I would probably finish at the beach, walking with my dog Karma and Brandon by my side. And I would tell Brandon one more time what an incredible human being he is, and that I'm so blessed to have been both John and Brandon's mom. And I think I'd say a few more words of wisdom for Brandon so that I could become his inner voice as I leave and take my exit here on earth. And then I'd kiss him on his nose, because I've done that every single day since he was born. And then I'd close my eyes and he would kiss me on my head, and I would take my final earth breath, and then I would open my eyes and take my first heaven's breath, and then John would be kissing me on my head. Now I share that long story with you because I want you to really picture what would you do in your last 24 hours. And if you think about it, the things that I live for, the things that I'm passionate about, I would do in my last 24 hours. I would volunteer. I would work with my angel moms. I would teach one more leadership lesson. And those are things that I have figured out how to incorporate into my own life. So I want that for you. I want you to figure out, if you're doing something that you're not happy with, why are you doing it? Figure out your passion, figure out your purpose, and figure out how to make it part of your life. If you can't do it on a daily basis, figure out how you can incorporate it regularly in your life. And that's what I end today with, is just find that passion, find that purpose and go for it. Make it part of what you do in your life. And I promise you, when you look back on your very last day, you will be so proud that you were living your purpose. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful rest of your week. Brandon, happy birthday, my hero. I love you. Ladies and gentlemen, stay healthy, stay true, and stay you. Until next time, thank you so much for joining me. Bye.